It is Vicki Booten live, here to create some art with you guys. So I'm just going to wait for it to catch up because I am live and there is a little bit of a delay. So hello friends, how are you doing? How was your week? Hope you're all doing well. I will wait for the comments to pop up. There you guys are. Hi Heather, Sandy, hi Brenda. Let's do our catch up before we roll into making some art and check in with you guys. How y'all doing? Kind of week did you have? Was it a good week? Are you guys on holiday? Are you doing anything fun? Anybody have a rough week? Anybody celebrate a birthday, anniversary, anything special happening? I always figure in the summertime, we'll see. It could be quiet. Sometimes Fridays on during the summer, people aren't here live, but you'll catch it up or catch it in replay or after the fact, right? In Tomorrowland. So hello, you had a happy birthday, Brenda. Hi, Anya. Hello, Maureen. Your birthday's in August, Kimberly. Devon's too. So hi, Julie. How are you? Hi, Linda. Hello, Yerlise. Hi, Deb. How are you? I'll see some of your comments I'm missing because it's fast and furious when we first. Hello, Simone. Hello, Darina. How are you? So, hi, Holly. I haven't seen a lot of you guys in a while. Very happy to see you. Hello, Kimber. How are you? So, happy Friday. Made it through another week. Woke up this morning and with a smile on my face. So, you know, it's always a good thing. We went, Devin and I and her, some of her best friends went to see Chris Stapleton last night, which was really awesome. If you are not a Chris Stapleton fan, I really highly recommend listening to his music because it's kind of awesome. And happy belated birthday, Brenda. I just saw that yours was on the 9th. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, we went to see Chris Stapleton. It was really awesome. Puts a really good live show on. The guy can sing, man. He can sing. I really love it. It's kind of really bluesy country, so it was really awesome. Plays a mean guitar too, so that was a lot of fun. And now I've been packing orders because finally, Bold and Bright is going out. So just know it is a process now, right? That I have to get Canada, US, the international ones, shipping. First ones that go out are kit only because it's easy to just kind of clear it out. And then any of you guys that ordered other things like the Vibu merchandise and some of the fun stuff, your orders are all going out. So it will probably take me like a week and a half to just get all those orders packed and going, but it is starting. So started pulling some orders. Rich made boxes. The girls were kitting up stuff. So yay, it's beautiful too. For some of you guys that have it in your hands already for some of the pre-orders and the orders that you placed outside of the kit, do you love it? I love it. And then guess what arrived today or this week? The Christmas collection, wrapped in ribbons. And it's beautiful. It is a collection that I find online does not do it half of the justice it deserves, right? It doesn't do it half of the justice it deserves. So when I flip the camera, I'm going to show you a couple of pieces, but we won't do the full walkthrough. And then some of the Bold and Bright, like the chipboard and stuff. Oh my goodness, there's so much really fun stuff that is coming down the pipeline. It's a lot. It's overwhelming for me, so I can only imagine what it's like for you guys, but very exciting. Wrapped in ribbon. It's beautiful. Been kitting like 4 different collections at the same time, putting the orders in for the holiday stuff. It's lots of stuff is going on in my personal life. This girl feels like exhausted to her soul. I have to say, exhausted to her soul. So like I said, these Fridays are definitely, maybe for you guys as well, totally revitalizing. Like I feel like breathes life into me. So very grateful for you guys and for each and every one of you that show up and support this little community. So happy to have you guys here. I'm gonna flip the camera. We're gonna work on finishing up. I'm going to decorate some of the pages that we made last week, right? And I made a couple extra ones just for fun. I couldn't help it. I pulled out some distress ink with those stencils as well. And I'm going to use, do you guys, any of you have your hands on these? These new ephemera packs that came out with the mixed media collection. So they are revisited Vicki Boutin collections. So this one would have been color study. And I'm going to use some of this stuff. I love just this sheet of little vellum stickers. Is so funny. Is so funny. Is so fun. It's so funny. So I'm going to decorate my little album with this, and we're going to make a little like mini book out of it, like a little art book out of it. But what I would like to get where we start doing some of these as what are called signatures in bookbinding, where we make little sections and then we could sew it all onto a bigger base. I want to work towards so many things with you guys that go outside of traditional scrapbooking, because I know for me, sometimes my time is limited and I really want to just kind of do some different things outside of, I scrapbook, right? I scrapbook, do all the things, but I want to do some things outside of, oh, and guess what? I told you guys I would have the color swatches for Bold and Bright. I'll work on it when the live is done and post it on the group and on my Facebook page. So there, sorry if it went, the volume went away. He knows better. Look what time it is. He can't call me at this time of night, dude. I'm talking to my friends. So you can hear me, right? The volume's working. If I went no volume for a minute, it's because the athlete just called me. So I will do the color swatches for Bold and Bright and post that. It won't take me long. It's all right in front of me. I got everything ready to start working on the project for the class kit. It's beautiful. This collection is, I have to tell you, have you guys got your hands on, did anybody say you have your hands on Bold and Bright? It is so much fun. I can't wait to use the stencils for it, like the rainbow stencil that you can lay. You wait to see the things we're going to do with it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you. A lot of you placed orders for Bold and Bright because the kits are almost gone. So there are a few more for the weekend event. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing all of that. I have started kitting the kit using the new Maggie Holmes mixed with the new Bo Bunny. So it is all like craft and black and gold and neutrals, and it's going to be beautiful. That one, it will go for sale in the fall, and it is going to be for the January-February class, right? The January-February class. So it's going to be really, really awesome. So that is 3. There are 4 weekend event things coming down the pipeline in the next couple of months. So it's going to be really good. Hi, Irene. How are you, friend? So let's flip the camera so I can read your comments and stuff, because it's really hard. I can't see it all flying by on my cell phone. So we'll do that. And then if you have any questions, and I hope you guys are going to play along, even if you, is there a Bold and Bright group? There's a Bold and Bright group. It's not open yet, right? It's not open yet because it's too much for me to manage before we get started. So you can ask to join when you purchase the kit, but I'm not opening it yet. So don't worry, you're floating in there, but Natalie will get everybody into the group when it's closer to that time. Thank you I bought this in Texas, because I swear, Texas, the clothes were made for this girl who loves ruffles and all of that stuff. So let's flip the camera. I'm going to Blair Witch you. And all I'm going to be working with tonight is the ephemera pack. I have some stamps from the mixed media collection. I have my sewing machine, because I'm going to sew on it. I have a little bit of extra paper, some border punches, some tab punches, and we're just going to funk this thing out. So what's fun is anything that I'm doing tonight, you can change the scale. You could do it in mini books. You could do it on a card. You could do a lot of these things on whatever art you want to make. So it's a lot of fun. Like I said, just hang out with me tonight. I'm happy for the company, even if you're ironing or folding or doing macrame, whatever you want, you just want company. I'm happy to have you here. So let's flip the camera. Let's flip the camera. So much stuff going on Just trying to keep my head above the water half the time, and sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, right? So here we go. Make sure I don't hang up. Everything is plugged in. How we doing? There we go. Hi Liza, how are you? Did I miss anything? So I'm putting photos in your Alaska album. I love that, Kimberly. Ohio in the house. I love it. Just watching tonight since I don't have last week's done, which is fine, Irene. You can work with anything or just keep me company. I love it. I saw a question, so let me go back. Please take a day and update your store. So here's the whole thing, Julie. I just want you to know. I have so many SKUs to go in that store, but I need to get Bold and Bright out. As soon as Bold and Bright goes out, this is what's coming down the pipeline in the month of August. There are going to be a ton of grab boxes. There's going to be a huge Christmas sale. I'm going to put so many things on like deep discount sale. Just want to clean things up to start fresh. I feel like it's like my new year is going to start in September. So there's going to be a ton. I'm going to put the mixed media stuff on sale. So much stuff is coming, but it is a huge job. And because the Shopify, how it's set up, I feel like I need to clear all the orders that are just pending from the pre-orders. I'm going to get those up. I'm going to put Christmas, the wrapped in ribbons up for sale. So it's coming, friend. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. I've ordered like 4 different border punches that are going. There is so much stuff to be added to that store. It's coming. And then I'm going to do lots of sales so that you guys get some good deals. Yay! Is Michelle Widows doing Bold and Bright? Yeah, I believe so. I think she has it up there. So definitely reach out to her. What else did I miss? Yes, and all my friends in Texas. I think that's where the hurricane hit, right? Do you guys have power? How's it going in your part of the world? I hope you're doing okay. These hurricanes, man, it's just heartbreaking. So thank you for the reminder to ask about. I get caught up in my own stuff sometimes, and I forget about the world outside these doors. So definitely hope you guys are all doing okay. Yeah, the stencils are really good. They're a great value, right? Great value. So let me see. I'll pin the colors to the top of the group. 100% will do that. So I will do that, like I said, when I get off, because I have all of my distress ink is all like this. I can color match it really quickly and take a picture of it, okay? So I will definitely do that for you guys. That'll be posted later today. Forgot all about it. It's been a life, right? The leaf page you sewed on. If we do not have a sewing machine, how to attach to use in our journal. You could attach it with you could hand stitch, Jill. So if you don't have a sewing machine, you could still poke the holes with a pokey tool, and you could do some hand stitching. You could use a tiny attacher. You could adhere it and then put borders on top of it, strips of paper. The vellum is tricky. There are adhesives that you can use with the vellum, but you can usually still see it because it's semi-transparent. So washi tape. Washi tape could be really great for around the edges, and you could even adhere underneath and then put the washi tape on for a decorative element. But it's tough. It is tough, and I know not everyone has a sewing machine. But hand stitching could be really, really pretty if that's your jam, or the washi tape, or tiny attacher. Just little things like that go beyond traditional adhesive. So I think I got everything. Hi, Robin, how are you? Just popping in quick out of town at your brother's for the weekend. So definitely enjoy your visit. I'm going down to the bottom here. Oops. And see, yay, elastic work. Cooking for Christmas in July for extended family tomorrow. I love that, Simone. Enjoy that. Pixie spray is good on vellum. And the fake gel pen for stitches, I love that. Or even the, if you have the paint markers, this would work great as well. So for stitching or stamping, right? hand stitching is cool. Like, and that's what I would do. So what I ordered on Amazon, I have all these things, I can't find them. So this is just a little bookbinding kit with the little owl, AWL, to poke the holes. And then they have this great waxed twine that you can use for it. But it was on Amazon. It's actually a decent kit, right? Some bone folders and such. And then I like the needles with the wider. So this is how I do the binding for my book, but you could certainly use a lot of this. I bought a bigger twine. I need to start one of those Amazon shops, don't I? So it makes it easier for you guys. I just tried to do it before and I didn't do it right. So I need help with those kind of things. I'm old. Trouble, right? So did I miss stuff that you're in Louisiana trying to get your house put back together, 3 days with no power? I'm sorry, Anne. Oh my goodness, so sorry for you guys. I hope it all works out and you get it all fixed up, right? So, and I bought some of this, like I just looked up wax twine and bought this twine as well for my sewing. So I know it's not everyone's jam to hand stitch, but this would be really fun. It just takes a little bit of extra time, but it is definitely looks really pretty on your projects. So we'll do that one day. We'll do some hand stitching one day. Add it to Vicky's list, right? Yeah, and beeswax that you can wax your thread is great as well, right? Okay, so can I share something with you before we get started? Let's have a quick peek. I'm not doing a walkthrough yet of Wrapped in Ribbons, but I feel like I just want you, because I know that people were like, oh, it's kind of dark. I'm not sure if I like this collection. And I'm like, I think that you will. It was done with purpose. The colors that I chose were so that it would feel kind of neutral, so that you could use any home decor or whatever you're doing would look pretty with it. So even for me online, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, I hope it's prettier in real life when all of it comes together. And freaking, it's way prettier in real life, like seriously. And I think that they did the paper pad incorrectly, the 12 by 12, where it's not like all 12 papers split in two. I think they did all the papers two together. So that if that's the case, it means that the kits are going to have a full paper pad in them because we're not splitting them. So let's take a quick look. Like seriously, the colors in this are beautiful. And I love black in my Christmas stuff because it's a great neutral. So no matter what my photos look like, it will pop on these backgrounds. So I want you to just have a little peek. Look at that. It's beautiful. And these paper pads, the paper is nice and thick. So it's going to be gorgeous. I think you guys are going to love it. Seriously, there's a whole set of chipboard in this, like a whole box of chipboard. And it is really, really beautiful. The finish, I am so excited for it. So I just want you guys to know, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think it's one of the prettiest ones we've done yet. But guess what? It'll work with every other one of my Christmas collections as well. And like I said, this one you guys are going to love. Are you ready for it? The cards we're going to make. The stamp set for this one has all these stamps, and look at the dies. There are greenery dies, and then 2 greenery dies that do not coordinate with the stamps. They're standalone dies. So, oh my goodness, the things we're going to make, this is going to be in the kit when I sell them. And it will not be at Joann's, I don't think, unless they pick it up. But they don't generally, they don't carry the holiday stuff. But look at that poinsettia, and it does have the matching die. So it's going to be in the kit. This is going to be in the kit. It's going to be, you're getting everything when I put this kit up. Let's show you one more thing. So you know, one of my favorite things are the, I call it the goodie bag. They changed it. They didn't call it the goodie bag. They call it specialty ephemera. But you just know in Vicky's mind, it's the goodie bag. Look at all the greenery for layering. This, I think, you wait till I do the walkthrough of it. I think, do you not see what I'm saying? It is 10 times more beautiful when you can see the real product comparatively to what is online. Like seriously, look at that vellum with the foiling. I love it. Lots of titles. Story of today. It's gonna be so good. So I wanted you guys to get a peek at that so you see what's coming down the pipeline. It's gonna be good. There will definitely be a weekend event. It's gonna be a good one. And thank you for every single one of you who buy my kits. Like I told you before, that's how you support me. That is how I make my living and pay my bills, is from the classes that I teach. So very much appreciate that. Here, one more peek. Look at this. These are foam phrase thickers. And like I said, if you'd like to document the holidays, I am very conscious of all the words that we put in here, so it'll be really great for this. So no peeking, open me, for you, lift. So for all the flips and flaps, it's going to be really pretty. Look at that. Filled with wonder, celebrate the season. December documented, a December to remember, one for the record noted. Best times are when we are together. Photos with the big guy. Christmas cheer. It's very fun. So I will do a full walkthrough. I'll do a full walkthrough when I have all the things, but I don't have the open stock paper. So I was like, I'm not going to do a walkthrough until I get some more of it, but I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited for this collection. And you know, the Christmas ones are smaller. I don't find they're super overwhelming with the amount of SKUs because it's a holiday collection, right? And I haven't put the pre-order up yet. You'll see pre-orders out there. I don't want to take your money yet. You know, I don't like to sit on it for so long. And if you guys have been around for a long time, you know, like, holy crap, it's hard to run this business when everything is delayed. I don't get the stuff on time because Bold and Bright is out in the world, and I keep getting emails like, have you mailed the kits yet? And I'm like, no. The album's paper pads just arrived on Thursday, and they didn't send the bubblegum glaze from the mixed media collection. I'm still waiting on. So it's everything will be here by next week, and I'm going to start packing everything. But thank you for your patience. It's not me sitting on the stuff. I want it to go to you as fast as you guys want to have it, right? But holy moly, it's a lot of work some days. Your Christmas extravaganza weekends always put me in the Christmas spirit. I love that. Thank you so much. So yes, it's coming. It's going to be jam-packed kit. Wait till you see the ones. Oh my goodness, that one that with the Maggie Holmes and the Bo Bunny. The kit is huge and it's beautiful. And then I mix some 49 and Market in there too. It's really, really pretty. So lots of good stuff's coming. Okay, let's do the things. So I have stamps out. I have the stamp set from the mixed media. This is what I have from my bases from last week. And you might not have these bases, but if you've done mixed media with me before and you have 12 by 12s, you could cut any of those into 6 by 12s and make a little mini book out of it. I am just keeping this, I decided, just strictly as an art journal. Just gonna put some pretty stuff on it, but I am not going to put photos in this, I don't think. I just feel like it's kind of like my little mental health thing, just for fun, just like a coloring book would be for fun. I'm just gonna be putting some embellishments on it, make it pretty, and be totally happy with a little art book, right? Are there questions that I'm missing? A tiny attacher is this. I have it here because I'm going to be using it. Where'd I put it? It is Tim Holtz. This. It's just small staples, tiny attacher. Right? That's a tiny attacher, Kathy. So do you know what I'm saying? Could you put photos in it? You could. You 100% could put photos in it. But I am going to opt for mine that I'm not going to. I love that page so much. That was the one we painted on. So if you're like, where was all this from? We did it last week. Okay, so this was all done last week. You can go and watch that video back if you want to see how we made all of the things. And then I'm going to figure out where to put the new page I just made. Maybe right here. Let's look. Do we like that? I think we do. I'm going to put that right there. Okay. So I'm okay with it all being junky on the edges. We're going to put some borders on the edge. We're going to put everything out of this ephemera pack. This is what I'm going to use. So this one is the Artist ephemera pack. And there's all of this stuff. So all we're going to be doing is gluing and sticking and making things pretty and chatting. But I want to use these ephemera packs. And really, what could be really cool, we could decide, I could do 4 different ones like this, and we could put it all in one book. We could do bookbinding at the end, where these are what are called signatures, where we could have one grouping for each of the 4 different ephemera packs, and then it could all go into one bigger cover that we could make. So you could make the cover like a book. So the spine could be like an 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and we could sew each of these as a signature, or we can just make this one. For, I think to start, we'll make this just a single. We're going to make this just a single. This is going to be the cover I'm going to do something on, and I'm going to make this, bind it with some twine, and just make one from this, okay? And then we will look at some other things that we can do. But I think it'll be fun. So you ready, friends? I did cut some vellum. I will probably pull my sewing machine out again. I love it. I love the sewing machine. Am I frozen for you guys? I'm hoping my connection is not terrible. What's going on? I hope it's okay. Can you guys see everything? Yeah, I'm looking at my video and it looks like it's a little slow, but we're good. So these ephemera packs are, I think, one of the best things. When they did the mixed media collection for Joann's store and for retailers, they wanted to do ephemera packs, and then they just took some of what was awesome about past collections and put them into a reformatted ephemera pack. So it's not new art, it's older Vicki Boutin art that we just changed scale, did different things with. So I'm going to open this. This is what I'm going to be using to decorate. So when you open these packs, you have these are vellum stickers. So when you go to peel it off, you have a semi-transparent sticker. So you have vellum stickers in here. I love this page of little torn art that we can layer. You have vellum sticker words that are in kind of those little chit-chat words. We have titles. So all of this will come off, and it's all vellum. We have what's like a sample of the washi tape. So we can use these as washi. You have the little strips with the hearts, stars. These are full sheets. So we could punch, we could die cut, you could use it as a full sheet. You could do, like, look at this. How fun is that? So I think I could put this, I might put this whole thing as a backing on one of my pages, and then more layered bits. So all of these are vellum and vellum stickers. So you could either just use this as paper and cut it out, or you could totally peel it off as a sticker, right? Yes, from the Vault Treasures. So I know right off the bat, I'm cutting a circle out. I want to use that circle, so I'm going to cut this out. So again, if you don't have these sets, I would really recommend, I think it's worth purchasing them. I think it's a great value, these huge ephemera packs. So they are on vickiboutin.com. Like I said, I'm going to put everything from the mixed media collection on sale in probably about a week and a half. As soon as I get the Bold and Bright kits out, I'm going to do a whole restock and sale on my shop, because there's lots of stuff that I feel like has been sitting there, and I want to get it into your hands. So where do I want to add this? Let's decide. We could layer it pretty much anywhere, right? Oh, we could do it. If we do it on the vellum, though, we have to back it with something. So I might put it right here. Look at that. I might put that right there. So these are tricky, right? To get the backing off. So if you have, like, this is, like I say, clean your teeth. or do, what do you call that? I just forgot the word when you are using your Cricut and your weeding. They're weeding tools, right? So you can just get this underneath and then lift. Is that you, Rich Booten? Did you forget that it's Friday night? I know you called me while I was with my friends, so you make the volume go away.
Oops.
How are you, athlete?
I didn't do too well.
No?
Too much rust.
Rich was not, his athletic ability was dusty. So look at that. Isn't that fun? Vellum sticker. So I'm going to go through. I think this is fun. It's like, you know, when you were kids and you got the sticker book and then you could just go and start adding all the things. So I love that. Everybody was saying hi to you, Rich. He left us. So you could sew on this stuff, and I know it's not for everybody, but I love it. So I want to bring my sewing machine out, especially that my mama bought me one that actually works. I have that sewing machine, works beautifully. So I want to go through and just pull out some different elements. So that was fun. Then we have this one that you could use as a full sheet. You could tear it and put it on. Like, look, we could tear it and use it. So let's decide where we want to layer this. Where do we want to put that little torn bit? So just because I'm not using photos in here doesn't mean you can't use photos, right? You can totally use photos in here. But this could be one little edge that I'm going to use here. I have Chris Stapleton songs playing in my mental elevator music, background music of my life, right? But look how fun that is, and I can still see the art underneath. So the vellum sheets I kind of love, that you could use it just as a piece of paper. You could glue it down if you want the opacity of that, or you could use it, right, as a full piece. So let's look, where else would we like to use this? I have some plain backgrounds too, right in here. What do you think, friends? And I think on the vellum, like, look at, if we put this on, it would probably shine through both sides as well, right? So it's just going to be a layer. We can still stamp on things. But let's see. Oh, here's some naked. Look at. There's some naked. So we could definitely put that in here as a layer like you would paper. But let's see if I have another naked. This is going to be a side pocket. I want to do a vellum pocket as well. That is my only naked. On part anyway, right? I'm going to do that, I think. I like it. Yeah, I like it. What's going on, Serenity? Did I miss it? Or is, sorry, just sending you guys love. Look at that's going to be a fun piece too to use. But I'm going to put that kind of like that. That's my handy dandy measuring. It's just eyeball it and do it as a full strip. So we're just decorating, and then we're gonna bind this baby. And you just gotta be careful. Oh, let's see. If it all folds in on itself. So with you guys, if you've had these, oh, look how pretty and vibrant that looks right on that background. I love it. Almost using it like a pattern paper, right? I feel like these go on almost like rub-ons. So let's build on that page. It's going to go right here with this one, right? That's going to go beside it. What else could we layer on here that we like? Let's do the things. Oh my goodness, you're at the lake because your air conditioning broke. I can understand that. I would have to be at the lake too because I could not handle broken air conditioning. So enjoy that. It's a great reason to get away, right? That's a great idea, Kim. Using the refills from the 6x8 album that came out. I love that. So look at, I think that this could be fun. Up at the top, details. And just kind of layer that. So these are tricky. I'm not gonna lie. The little vellum words, you have to be really careful with because they'll stick on themselves and they could tear. So just be careful. And don't tear it and start it. Being that I'm okay if it doesn't stick perfectly. I'm going to start with the E. Put that down, and however it lays, I'm totally all right with that. I'll trim that off the top. Tricky, tricky. Just don't kick it, right? Just give it a minute. Lay it all out. Let it go where it wants to go. Let it go where it wants to go when it's sticking on itself too. I'm still wondering why Rich called me. He came down to tell me, but I didn't really let him answer because I was hanging out with my friends, right? It's like, dude, I'm hanging out with my friends. Talk to you later. Poor Rich must have not had fun. His tennis was early tonight. There we go. Love it. Put that on there like that. Details. And what else can we layer on here for fun? Whose birthday? Happy birthday, Dawn. Happy birthday. Oh my goodness, that's a rough week. That's hot. That's hot in Nova Scotia. Make sure you guys are drinking lots of water and doing everything you can to keep your body cool. Because that is some crazy. That is some crazy, isn't it? So I'm going to put details and I'm going to put another word underneath, but I'm going to back this on white because otherwise it's going to get lost. So details, maybe I'm going to change my mind and let's look in our ephemera pack of giantness. So like I said, these I think are worth every penny. These ephemera packs, there is so much stuff in here. I love them. I love them. And even if you bought Bold and Bright, you'll notice the scale of some of this is completely different. So look at the things we're going to be able to layer on here. And then we're going to still have tons left over for a layout, right? Details, live in the moment. Like, look, there's some fun stuff we could layer. We have little tags. So you know what we do. I would recommend going through and sorting the whole thing by like, and like. So put your little art things together, your titles together. Today was a perfect day. I like that. Because I will take those perfect days. And look at this art is from the flower art. Remember there were layered flowers in here with vellum. So you won't have this in your traditional color study kit. A lot of this stuff is different. So let's just add stuff. Doesn't have to, every Friday Night Live doesn't have to be where we're making everything from scratch. I think that it's fun to revisit and actually add art onto the things. I love those. And this really is my first time using any of it because I haven't had time, right? Look at family, friends, or friends, family, good time. All the little paint things. So if you guys do end up making this, definitely post it. Show me what you make. You know this butterfly's going somewhere. Do you see what I'm saying? We can totally funk out all of this. Just, and you could come back and put a photo in. Maybe. Do you want me to add a photo later? Because I could print a whole bunch of little photos and add it. Can we have a chat? Can we have like a little chat tonight? Can we talk about things that you'd like to see me make? Is there anything you'd love or you've been kind of itching? Oh, I love that. All the things. That might go on my cover if I can fit it. I would really like feedback of what you would like to make. Some art that you would like to create. Things that you'd like to see me do. If there's mixed media out there, you know that gel plate is coming. I'm just waiting for American Crafts to fix up the gel plate. If, when and if, or I'll just pull out my gel plate too. But it is my favorite. It is probably my favorite tool. Oh my goodness. That makes me think of my grandma. My grandma had budgies. I love this. Do you guys call this a budgie, or what is the other thing that some of you guys call this? Parakeet? Parakeet? Look at these giant titles. So from this same set, so if you go out and you grab this set and you make this little book, next week let's make a layout out of it. So we will use the techniques that we did for this album, and next week we'll take what's left of this and make a double page layout. How about that? Would you guys like to see that? Can we, with a show of hands, that I can't see, so you just have to say it out loud. Who on here is a only traditional scrapbooker? Who found me and you're more into, you'd love to see cards? I don't know if anybody who follows me are big card makers. I'm curious. Would you like to see some cards? Would you like to see mini book, art journal, the new spritzes? Guess what? Tim sent me and Ranger sent me. So they're coming. We could use those next week with the layout. Would you like me to use those with the layout? They're right here. I haven't used them yet, but I can't wait. Keep posting because I'm going to be watching mixed media layouts. I love that. And for any of my friends that are card makers, or you've done the same type of art for a long time, are you open to doing some different things? Because if you said, Vicki, tell me what you'd love to do, and I'm going to tell you, like you just asked me the question, even though you didn't. I asked myself the question. I would like to do things that are a lot more mixed media, and I would like to do things that aren't necessarily traditional 12 by 12s, because my life is changing. I have older kids now. If I take a lot of photos, they're more travel photos, right? So I still want to do layouts. I'm not going to get away from those, but I'd also like to look at how we could scrapbook that would get people who don't traditionally scrapbook to start doing maybe some photo-based art. And that's why I would love to do mixed media and 6x8 maybe handmade journals that include photos that aren't traditional 12x12 pages. So I feel like love your breed of mixed media teaches me to try new things. I love that, Lisa. And I want to start doing like all of the things, like altered things and making the paper towel flowers and all these things that we've talked about for a long time. But I love smaller scale. Tag book, me too. I love those, Kalina. I'm playing with your watercolor pad and brushes right now. I love it. I think that's great just to sit and play. You love making everything you do. Mixed media, art journals, traditional scrapbooking, you name it. I love that. Me too. I really want to use the gel plate. I need guidance and know it will be great when the plates are ready. I've had one pre-order for a while. Me too, Emily. If you've been around for a while, you will know one of my favorite things for mixed media to use and teach with is a gel plate, because I feel once you understand the amount of paint you need to use on it, the possibilities are endless and everyone can get amazing results. Like, I love that. Non-traditional sizes are fun. That would be great. Paper towel art, Irene. 28 years I've been promising that, right? I want to do all the things, and as I get closer to finding some help that can open me up to, like, oh my goodness, this set. Friends, do you see all the stuff in here? It's so much stuff. We're all waiting for the gel plate kit, but the gel plate kit that they came out with, the gel plate is not what I want with my name on it. So I'm waiting for them to correct that. And hopefully that can happen, because it will be awesome to be able to get it in a kit like that. I think is a lot of fun. So let's just, I'm sorry that I'm taking this time to, but oh, the layers are going to be so much fun. And look at, there's acetate in this set too. So look at when we go to staple and layer, like you can do this kind of thing, right? Where you can layer these bits and make it magic. So have you heard of glue books and like all these things that you can just kind of stick stuff in? I love the idea with this, that we could just kind of stick this stuff in here. So I'm almost done. Let's just start doing the things. And then I'm just talking with you guys too. Oh my goodness, I love strips of words. It's one of my favorite things. Yes, the paint bubble art. Did you love that? Like, what was your favorite technique that we've done together? Is there something you love and you want me to do again? I'm a scrapbooker, so I love mixed media on 12x12. Love to see how you use Tim Holtz spritz. It's coming, Wendy. I'm going to do that. Maybe that's what next week will be, because Tim and Ranger sent those. I like to do something. So why don't we do distress spritz, why I love them and the ways that I plan to use them. Remind me that I just said that, and that can be next week's. So it would give you a chance to grab some if you don't have them yet. You don't have to buy the whole set. Buy like 3 of your favorite colors, and we will use them on foundations paper, and we can do a layout and a card and some techniques with that. So I think that would be fun. Like distress spritz, why I love them and how I plan to use them. Right? That'll be a fun thing, and I'll post it early so it gets people, gives them enough time to watch, right? Junk journal with mixed media and ephemera. I love that, Jolene. You know I love that. My chat just appeared. Just crafting on some of my gnomes. I love it. Doo-doo. I was super impressed and surprised how much was in the ephemera packs, right? I'm telling you, this is good value. This is a good value. Okay, let's do the things. But if you're here tonight, just know I'm all over the place. Like I was saying to you guys, came home and I've had a really, really rough time. There's some stuff going on in my personal life with my family that has been really, really hard. As it is, life is hard. It can be really freaking hard sometimes. But I keep showing up for you guys, and there's days where it's tough. It's tough. It's tough to do the things, but I cry and I'm good, and just get my act together, and you know, life goes on, and you gotta just keep going. It's always right. You gotta just keep going. Gotta keep going. So just bear with me. I'm here. I'm probably not in full capacity like I normally am. So if you're like, ooh, it's just too hard to watch her today, she's all over the place, then this might not be your Friday night, and that's okay, right? It's okay. Just keep on swimming, I tell you. Life is hard. And the other thing, do you ever feel like when life is hard, it's like 10 hard things happen? It's not just one hard thing. Can't talk about it. Yeah. Let me get myself back together. Okay, let's make art, because it always makes me feel better. You know, I preach it to you guys all the time that when it's tough, get your stuff out and make something, because it certainly makes it all better, right? It makes it all better, or even a little bit better. So let's do the thing. So now I sorted my things. So I want to do some pockets in here, right? So it's all kind of to the side. So you see how much freaking crap is in here? I would never use that in this. I would never use all of this in a mini book. But here's why. If you're like, what is the thought process behind these ephemera packs? Well, let me tell you, if you had no pattern paper, but you have the tools that I've laid out for you, with the paints, the inks, the stencils, the stamps, you could make all your own backgrounds, pattern papers. And then you have all this beautiful art and titles that you could make. You could take one ephemera pack, one pack of my stencils in some kind of medium, or your distress inks, or your sprays, whatever you have, and you could sit down and you could make layouts, you could make a mini book, you could make cards. So I love that, right? I love that for you guys, that something like this, and then you could make some really, really amazing stuff, right? The bird showed up and it all went downhill. No, that bird is my friend, Natalie. Don't make fun of my friend. So what can we do here now? We just talked about pockets. Wouldn't it be kind of fun maybe if we put a pocket on here? Maybe not. You want to know why? There's not much room to put anything. We're going to cover details. And if you're looking at that and you're like, well, details is on the black, and yeah, it's not ideal. Details didn't look so great right there. But that's why if we put something like this that makes it pop, right? Details, make today awesome. Love it. And you asked tiny attacher. So what's on the back of this page? Because, you know, if you tiny attach, you're going to see it. So maybe I'll glue it instead. Let's do the things. Can you show us the pink paste? Yeah. Do you want me to? Well, here. Is it okay if I use the bubblegum paste with a stencil brush? Because it'll dry and I can keep working, and we can put it right here on this page. So look at details. Make today awesome. I love that. And now you kind of makes details pop, right? Where it didn't before. Let's find it. Is it right here or is it hidden? Let me find it. Because they've sent it to me. I have it. So I will do that for you because I love you, Julie. Let me find it. I'm looking for it. And we'll do that right here. It's beautiful. It is gold and pink and lovely. Who doesn't love bubble gum? Where are you? See, what happened in my studio space is I cleaned up. Does anybody understand what happens when you clean up and then you can't find anything? Oh, here it is. Yay! So that is my life. I cleaned up and then couldn't find anything. So here we go. This is what Julie's asking about. Bubble gum creative FX texture paste. We call them glaze, but it's not really a glaze. It's a texture paste. The one thing American Crafts, one of the things they knock out of the ballpark when it comes to mixed media are the texture pastes. So this one is called Bubble Gum. It is this beautiful pink, and then the metallic in it is gold. So why do I love my texture paste? I can put it on as a full-on texture paste. I can use it, it's water soluble, so I could make a gold glitter watercolor, gold and pink glitter watercolor, or I can use it with a stencil brush. And this is the liner from the Vellum that I removed, the sticker. So let me show you. Look at that yumminess. Oh, it is a freaking phenomenal color. Okay. Oh, I'm going to take it right off the lid. So if we load up your stencil brush, I'm just making sure the pigment is in there so there's not big gobs of it anywhere. Let's find a stencil. I just washed them. Where did you put them? Vicki. Here they are. I dry it off because it's wet. Okay, ready? So it is going to go on pink and gold. Now, would I recommend this with anything other than a stencil brush? No, I think the stencil brush holds the heavier mediums nicer than other blending tools. So look at it is a total rose gold pinky loveliness. So that's it there. I will show you on a piece of paper we're not using right now what it looks like as a full-on texture. Oh, why you gotta be so cold? Yeah, like I do. There we go. It's so yummy, I agree. It's lovely. I just threw my stencil brush right in it like a fool. Ooh, did you see? Look at, this is what happens when I try to rush to do things. I make a mess. So that's what's happening right here. Let's work it with it, okay? So, stencil brush. You don't want it to go on too thick. I love that I can make it look like an ink. Blend it out soft and heavy, right? So this is what it looks like with the stencil brush. And then I could take my palette knife if I knew, there it is. Oh, well, it'll work. There's a palette knife. Okay, load the back. And then we can also put it through at the texture. Look at that. So that is what the bubblegum glaze looks like. It's gorgeous. Pink, gold, pink and gold. Isn't it beautiful? And we don't waste, right? So we have all this loveliness. Remember, it will work like a watercolor. Find another scrap piece of paper around here. Missed it. Off screen, just so I don't spray my whole desk, right? So can you see all the water on there? Press it on here. Just gonna brayer it to get it off there. And then you have a, ooh, yummy. So it's thick, right? I could make 2 impressions of this, but look. We can make this lovely gold and pink watercolor out of it too. So we don't waste, right? We don't waste. Love it. Now I just have to find somewhere to put it. That is the one thing I'm telling you, if you're going to invest, and they're still up on my website. The gold is still in on vickiboutin.com. The gesso, the iridescent, which makes everything that you do, you can make it glittery without adding pigment, just the sparkle. The silver, we still too have the prism, and then that is that beautiful blue with a green metallic to it. They're gorgeous. And we'll do something once the bubble gum is out, like once I have it in my shop and I've sent it out. How about we do a Friday Night Live just all with texture paste? Would you like that? A Friday Night Live with all the things you can do with the texture paste. Like, I think people will like that. Everyone likes sparkle. Like, I find the sparkly, glittery stuff people always love. So I think that would be fun, right? And those, like the gold and iridescent, they've been around for a long time. They've been around for a long time. Somebody just ordered all of it. I just packed an order today with all of my OG texture paste. And then don't forget the packs of texture paste, like the neon set. It's all the same texture paste, but you get six or eight in a pack. 8 in a pack, right? Is it 8? Oh my goodness. That's what you're getting with Vicki. I don't know, my name's on it. Remember, like, people will be like, this is my whatever collection, or I never know that stuff. I just keep doing the things, but I'm not good with that. Okay, that's a little bit of a cleanup. I'm out of paper towels down here. So let's pick one out of the garbage, because I'm a garbage picker. Okay, got to clean it up, because we're not doing messy stuff tonight. So I don't want that all on our book. Yes to sparkle. 6, I think. Yeah, 6 in there, right? Do I have one around here? I don't have a full set one. But you know what I'm talking about. It's like this one. This is the metallic one, right? And they're all different colors. So there's a metallic one. There is, look. Yep, 6. You're right, Irene. 6. That's a metallic. There is an iridescent. A metallic. There is a neon. Lots of things, right? Woo! On black foundations paper, yes. Even though the black foundations paper is discontinued, so definitely when you see it, grab it. Grab it. Okay? I just purchased Vicki 6x8 mixed media paper. Therefore, I can test all your Vicki Boot mixed media. I love that, Stella. Yay, thank you, Lorianne. Very much appreciated. The neon set is one of my favorites, Stella. Neon pink and navy blue are, to me, one of the most fabulous color combos, right? I love it. So we need a pocket in here. So this is going to be in here. So when you look at something like this, like what would you add to it? So this paper, when we use that fiber paper, is much lighter, right? The weight of the paper is much lighter. So you could totally sew a mat onto here or glue a mat on, right? And then, or you could do some borders on it, punch some borders. So let's look at that, right? Put a border on the edge. So if you're like Vicki, what is one tool that you would tell everyone to invest in? And that would be paper punches. Even though I have all of the dies and the die cutting machines, I love the ease of use that I could just pull this out. I don't have to set up my electronic. I don't have to get my die cutting machine out. So I still do love my border punches, my circle punches, hearts, that kind of jazz. So I do recommend these. And I stock them on VickiBooten.com. And like I said, I just ordered a whole whack of new border punches. A plain scallop border is going to be back in stock. I just have to add them on to my board. I just haven't had a chance, and I don't want to do it until, remember, until I ship the see, I think that would be fun to add just for some weight on there, and then we could put a mat on here as well. You could ink it if you want. I'm going to leave it white, and we'll just add another embellishment on it, okay? So I'm going to add that on to the edge of my paper, and then maybe a mat on here, which you could use black. We could use black cardstock. Ooh, I love that. That'll go with that. So if we wanted to put photos in here, which I don't want to deny you that ability, I like that punch. Me too. That one and the circle one. I have all of them, right? You just send me a list, Kimberly. Just send me a list that you want to pick up. Kimberly is my neighbor, so she doesn't need to order online. I'm just grabbing some cardstock. Girlfriend, hot mess. It's a hot mess express. Vicky's a hot mess express. So I think I will do this pretty big, 4.5 by 4.5 maybe. And then I could put some photos in here if I wanted to, right? Look at, not every page, but maybe a couple. Ooh, 4.5 by 4.5, Vicki. Right? And then I could do a little 3 by 3 down here. 3 by 3. If we wanted to, I like it. Ooh, digging it. Digging it. And then that one could go here. So let's do it. I'm just gonna do it. So that gives, right now, in my album, and then I could just put some word strips on here. That adhesive showed through here, so if that's really gonna bother you, well look, if you burnish it, it's a little bit better, but I'll put some word strips on there. It doesn't bother me, but it gives, right, that page some thickness. Just decorate. And what do we want to embellish that page with? I love that. That makes me really, really happy. And we have all of this stuff, all of the stuff. So I do want something that would be long on here. We could do a sticker. All right, throw a sticker on here. Trust your crazy details, make today awesome. Trust your crazy ideas. Do we like that? This is the stuff that matters. That's the one I want on here. This is the stuff that matters. Throw that on there. Love that. Right? And we could also stick a couple of crayons on here, pulling in some of those colors on the other page. Pink and that blue. Put those on here like that. I'm gonna do that. Doop doop. let's try the wet glue. Now, because that paper is porous, you got to be careful because it probably will bleed through. So let's see what happens. I'm totally going to sew that stuff down. You know I am. But not everybody has a sewing machine, so I know that some people are like, I don't like when you use that, but other people do. It's one of those things, you either decide you're going to get one or you find a different option, right? We'll see, is the glue going to work? Kind of, but not really. Let's just get it tacked down because I'm going to sew it. I'm going to sew them. Like that will totally go through the sewing machine. Boop. And then it makes it a decorative element as well. But it won't be black thread. It's going to be the gold thread that you guys know already is in this machine. So let's throw it up here and do a quick stitch. One day we'll have a whole studio set up where I could just change the camera angle and I don't have to throw it up on my desk, but at least it is like the reality of life, right? So we have two things I want to sew right now. I'm going to do the pocket on the one page. Is this not plugged in? It's not plugged in, Vicki, but we can remedy that. Toot sweet. So you have to think of the years that I've been scrapbooking. I've sewn on paper a lot. Oops, I just put my hand in the gold glaze that was sitting there. I'm a hot mess. I'm a hot mess today. Okay, it is, let's change that to a zigzag stitch. I think this one is. We'll try it. Oh, why you gotta be so cold? Okay, let's do a quick zigzag stitch. Move those over a little bit. Here we go. Wish me luck. You don't want to know it. I was trying to move the pencils and I just made it all crooked. But I can go back on there and I'll add in a second one. See how pretty that is. But let's not look at that. I'll just do a second one. And then it stitches right through on the front and the back, right? I love sewing on paper too, but you should try not to move something that's already on there while you're sewing and then have it all move on you. I'm going to put a stitch on the black too. Yes, don't do what I just did. It's not hard. When you're not a dork. But you know what's funny? That even on here, that extra stitch is going underneath that happened on my other machine. So it's got to be a user error thing. But let's go in and do a double stitch so Vicki can fix where I so oop, what just happened there, Vicki? We'll do it later. I'll put another stitch on there. I just took the thread out of my machine. I gotta fix it. But I love that. The gold thread is everything. Like I said too, I found this at Michael's. I found the gold thread at Michael's. But Vicki is problematic today. And I just unthreaded my machine by accidents. So just give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Do you have those days where I seem to have been having a lot of them lately, where you're like, okay, I'm not new. I'll find it, Holly. I'll go into Michael's and take a look. I just bought, there was a whole roll of gold thread. I'll look to see if I can find it on Amazon too, because it feels like it is a little bit feels like plastic. It doesn't feel like a fibery thread. It does feel like a plastic thread. See, I fixed that pretty quick. See, I don't feel like this is a hard thing, the sewing. If you're like, is it hard to sew on paper? I just read the instructions that came with the sewing machine and, you know, put it together pretty quick. So let's sew again. So there. That's better. Okay. But like I said, it still picks up. Ta-da! I love that for added on the page, and maybe we'll put one on the other side just so my page doesn't fall off. So if you're like, why the sewing? Because some of these papers don't really accept adhesive very well. So the sewing can act as a decorative element, but it also is functional. It's also functional that it keeps that on your background. I'm okay with the loose threads too, so I added some there too. Good enough, okay? I'll clean the loose stuff up after. Let's move this until I get my pocket ready, and we'll sew the pocket on. Doo-doo. And now we can throw. I'm okay with the loosey threads too. And we'll decide what we're doing on the other side of that. This paper can be a little tricky to sew on too because it doesn't have very much body. But I like it. I like it. It makes me happy. And then I can put my little elements back on here. And that can be that page. So look, that's one pretty much done. I might add, I love that though. And then gives it. So this machine, Sherry, I have the box right there. It's a Singer 4452 heavy duty. Singer 4452 heavy duty, purchased at Michael's. So look at that, will make a cute little page, right? We wanted to see, didn't we, if that one title. So we have all these elements too that I think are great for in a pocket. So when we did this, we'll go back to this in a second. We have this page that's going to be like a little torn bit. We did do some stamped elements. We have this little guy. We have the little vellum one. Could be cute for the pocket page. That is the vellum sticker. Right? We just did that. I love it so much. And then when it gets adhered, that's going to be fun. So one of these is a pocket. Let's look. I made a side pocket right here. So I'm just going to stitch on the edges, and then we have a pocket. So we could put some of these pieces inside, but we could also do a little bottom pocket. What page could, let's find another one we could do a pocket on. And then I'll sew that on there as well. That could be a pocket page, couldn't it? On the back. Just add a strip across the bottom. Is there an element I could use that would make a cute, cool pocket? Let's look. We could attach that. You could put tags inside of it. Look at, to make it a little pocket. What else do we have? What else do we have? A traveler on this road. Put that in there, and you could put that for a pocket, right? I think that would be fun in a pocket though. So let's just find a strip and decorate it. I'm going to do that, okay? Thank you. It's all over the place tonight. For some people probably be watching this and go, oh my goodness, Vicki was a kind of a hot mess tonight. And I would be like, no, you're probably not far off. There are some days, right? It's questionable. So let's do this as one that we could sew on there. Love it. Love that. This would make us fun. Look at, that's even a side flap. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's see where we could add that. Ooh, that could be a pocket too. Look at, double pocket. How much of that yellow will show? That's going to be a double pocket on this page, okay? So I am going to make that a pocket. We're going to do boop, boop. Let's do it. So normally I would tack this down and do all the things. I'm really going I'm free. Just going free. So I'm going to sew like this. Do, and that will give me a double pocket. Changing it to a straight stitch. I would really recommend, don't be crazy like me. I am going to sew it totally free. You might want to tack it down. But I'm wild and crazy like that, and lazy. Wild, crazy, and lazy. So I'm going to do it. Wild, crazy, and lazy. Here we go. I think I have no oh, it is. I thought there was no thread in here. It did. The thread broke. Just a sec. Of course it did. Of course it did. But it started. It's going to be cute. See? But my thread broke. Something's catching. So let's thread it again. Come on. Do you notice this every time that I want to use the sewing machine live, that this happens to me? Have you ever noticed that? I think that I have no problems when I'm doing it on my own, but when I go to use it live, they're like, not today, Vicki, you little trickster. So I'm finishing the pocket because I'm not a quitter. But I wouldn't recommend maybe doing a live YouTube and deciding to use your sewing machine, because I think that the sewing machine gods get in the way of that. I'm not threading it through that. Story of my sewing life. Like, seriously, don't try to do it live, because it's not going to work for you, lady. And then I am 50 plus years old and blind. So try to thread that. What are you guys working on out there? Because I think a lot of times you're just here to keep me company because you're like, this is craziness watching her live. I'm sure some of you come and never come back again because you're like, what is going on? What is this woman doing? Singing, crying tonight, threading her sewing machine multiple times. But some of you are definitely my supporters because you don't quit me. So I very much appreciate that. So I'll line the needle back up because this is not the first time this has happened to me. So I will line it up in. I also used to be able to see much better, and that is not necessarily the case. Here we go, lady. Oh, it did it again. See, there's something pulling my thread in my machine. Okay. But I don't want to quit. It's the machine is, the thread is breaking. It's getting caught inside. Oh, one day to have somebody who could help me do these things without having so many issues. So it's not getting caught. You know how you're thinking, oh, it's the adhesive on her, what she's making? There's no adhesive. I didn't glue it. But what's happening is the thread is breaking. It's getting caught in this part. And it's too tight. So if you're my friend and you're like, I am the best sewer in the world and I live close to Vicki and I keep promising I'm going to come over there and fix her things, I wouldn't be mad about that. Because I want to sew. I want to be a sewer on my paper crafting. And I would like it to work. So look at, if you're out there and you're like, this is the same thing that happens to me, well, you're not alone, friend. You are not alone. I am here with you, trying to sew on my paper, and it won't let me, and it makes me want to kick my sewing machine across the room. That feels better. Let's see. But we're not quitters. We just are going to keep going till we can get it to work. Oh, don't jinx it, Vicki. The gold thread, though, for me, even if it's the thread that is like not fun, is everything. Look at that. Can you see that? How many people are still here? You're still good. You guys don't quit me. I love that about you. But do you sit out there and go, oh my goodness, this is painful. But look what I just made, a little pocket. I love that. It's a pocket. Was I going to make a side pocket on something, friends? Is that what we decided? What would have been cool if I just sewed a square because it would have been on the back, but we don't care. You don't quit me. Seriously. You're the best. Not like all the rest. It is. I love it. I love it. Was there one more thing I was going to sew? Do you guys remember? Or you're like, Vicki, quit the sewing. It's crazy. We can grab it again. But look what we just made. So now we can do, I love it. Little pocket, photos. All these little things can go in. That, right? I love that so much. That little interactive doobie. And then we can put our title on it. I think it was worth it, don't you? VBoo crew are not quitters. You are not. Side pocket, right? Robin, where was it? Robbie, sorry. I wasn't reading correctly. Oh, this one could be, is that the one we're going to try to make a side pocket? Oh my goodness, it's coming together and I'm loving it so, so much. Is there a page we would like that on? Oh, look. Side pocket or a flap. Let's see. Oh, I have to sew that one. We have to sew this, right, for a side pocket. And then let's see if we can make this a flap. So we're going to make this a flap, but I want it to go on this side of something. So I'm going to right now score that so it's a hinge, and we're going to sew this as a side flap. Look at how wild and crazy it's getting up in here. Do you see what I'm saying? So do you see the sewing, why the sewing machine, to me, really, if you're like, is it worth investing in? I do believe it is. Especially with the mixed media world we're going to be investigating. So by making that side flap, now when I sew on here, it will be able, like, I'll be able to turn it, right? So let's figure out, we have to sew this one. So let's put something there so I remember. And let's figure out where a side flap could go. Oh, look it. And it will also mask up all that craziness doing it. Okay, let's start with that one. It's going to go right there. Do you love it? Adjust the tension, do you think? I'll tell you where my tension's at. But look at, I love that now as a side flap. So much. So much. Let's do it. We tried this before, right? So my tension is at a 4. So I will loosen it to like a 3.5. And we're going to sew this on as our side flapper. So I'm lining it right up to the edge. It looks good. We're going to sew this on. Let's put this down. Oh, I love it so much. This makes me super excited. Stitch length is a 3. Tension, okay, my width is a 3. The needle position is a center. The tension is 3.5. My stitch length is 3 inches. The width is 3. So I think we're good. Straight stitch, I know I'm all right, so let's do it. I'm going to double that stitch up. Ooh, we're doing it. Okay. So look what we just did. Now we have a side flap. Love it. And we have one more to do. So that's going to go here. Put it back. And this is going to be a side pocket. I hold the threads. You know what else I'm going to tell you? And anybody tell me what your thoughts are on this. So, you know, the other thing that I noticed with this new sewing machine is the paper feels like it moves like this. It doesn't, do you think my foot needs to be tightened? Like, why does it feel like it's not pressing it down tight enough that the stuff kind of moves around, which I've never felt that before. So all my sewing queens, what are your thoughts on that? Like, I find it's much harder to sew straight. if that makes sense. What are your thoughts, smarty pants? Here we go. I love it. Don't you love when you're on a live or something and it's something that you have expertise in and someone asks you a question and you're like, I know the answer. I can help you. Let me tell you, I love it. I call it sexy smart. When you are really good at that kind of stuff, right? Definitely tighten the foot. I just never have noticed it before on my old sewing machine. Okay, we're done the sewing, and I know for some of you that's going to make you happy, but look, we just made a side pocket, and then that gold on the back side is going to still be pretty. Okay, done the sewing. For my friends who are like, I don't like the sewing because I don't have a sewing machine. But, you know, if I did everything just one way, it wouldn't encourage you if you've kind of been on the fence to buy a sewing machine. Now you're like, ooh, maybe I don't just have to hem pants or sew clothes. I could also sew on my paper projects. And I have to say, I do love this sewing machine. I read the reviews. It had good reviews. My mother bought it for me for Christmas, and I got it out 6 months later to use it. 6 months later to use it. Okay. Let's put the baby back together. But I don't know. Have you guys used gold thread before? Do you see what I'm saying? I am kind of loving it. Pulling out my solid gold dancer days. Love it. So that page is going to go here. Okay? So let's look at where we're at. Jack. Don't need to be coy, Roy. Listen to me. Hop on the bus, Gus. Don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and get yourself free. My sewing machine is buried under boxes of Vicki Boutin product. It's time to dig that out, right? The sewing intimidates me. I have a machine, but the only person that uses it is my husband. He did all the sewing when my daughter was in dance. That's amazing, Lisa. I can confirm I have a tension knob. Waited 7 months to open it. I was afraid of it. But have you used it? I love it. 6 months is better than never. I agree. I love it. I've sewn on my projects for a very long time. I say I'm a fan, especially when it works. And it seems like I played around and I got it to work. So this is where we're at so far, right? So now let's just decorate this heck out of this and then we'll bind it. So this is what we've done. A lot of talking and the things so far. Let's look. Look at that page, almost done. I love the little border on the edge. I love this page. I really don't care if I put anything on it because I just like to look at it. Side flap. So find your little ruler, Vicki. And this one, I want to just put it on here so we can open the flap jack. Hop on the bus, Gus. Don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee, and get yourself free. There we go. So now we have a flap. Love it. Love that. Love the colors tie in with our pink hearts. That page, my favorite. Remember we did last week. So to finish this, I went in with my paint markers and I painted a kind of little mark making and stenciled on top. These are stickers out of this set with the little vellum. I love that. So good. Creative moments. And we totally could just put photos on front and back of this. That's what I think I'm going to do. Leave it. And I'm just going to put a photo, same size front and back. Here's our side pocket we just sewed. And let's start embellishing. I haven't sewed it. I haven't binded it because I want to make sure if I want my sewing machine. Oh my goodness, that pocket is everything. Do you like it so far? Are you thinking that you need to make one? Yes, it's brand new, Denise. It is. Again, the Singer 4452 heavy duty. And I really love it. If you said, do you love it? I love it. Rich, the athlete, is a seamstress too. No, he is not. He is very excited when he can sew the jock in his jock shorts for hockey. He will get out black thread and he will sew the jock in his jock shorts. I've seen him sew that. No word of a lie, Valerie. That's the kind of sewing that Rich Booten does, is the stuff. So let's look at the cover. What title would, oh, remember, wasn't there one that said All the Things? I feel like there was, and I really liked it. Wow. This. All the Things. Like it, but I feel like it gets lost a little bit. Don't you agree? All this happiness. That's kind, oh, look. Do we like that? All this happiness kind of blends in too, doesn't it? Wow. How about wow? Wow. No, I actually kind of like All the Things. All the Things. So let's add something that will brighten that up. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Covering everything up, so that's a no. My nose is running, so I apologize for that as I sniffle. All the things, all the things, all the things, all the things, the things, the things. I'm annoying. I apologize. I'll stop doing that. Ooh, I like it. Put these little polka dots up here that tie in that gold. Yep, I like that. So it's gonna kind of go up here. I don't hate that. I kind of like that. And then we can tie some twine here. So let's do that. So we know this is going to go on the front cover. It might not be added till after I do the binding, but I know I want this on here, but I think I would like it with foam dots and stuff. And I think that I would like these little guys to go on here. So we know that Vicky's going to do something with that. Okay, so we'll put those here for now. And we'll come back. We'll revisit that. But I do like that. And you know it's a thing I say, right? Do all the things. So all the things. What do we want in the inside? So we have this torn bit. So I feel like stuff could go on here. We haven't really used the stamps or anything. So you could stamp some butterflies, cut them out, or just the ephemera. I really think a photo could definitely go in here now that I turned it into a scrapbooking thing anyway. And look at, oh, that could be fun. Look at, beautiful. I like that on that torn edge. Right? Beautiful. I'm going to put that on there. Guess what I'm going to use? My tiny attacher. But let's see, is there, I will want, because I'm going to see it on the front and back, right? So what would we want to possibly, well, we can layer something after. So I'm just going to, we'll take it out so it's easier to do. But I love that on there. I really like that. So I'm going to go like this. And I am going to clip that there. I'm going to do one on the F. Like that. I'm going to do one, because I want it to lay flat, right, on the vellum. So I'm pressing it tight, and I think we'll do one at the top by the A. and then we will do one at the B. So now I have that there, and I very much like that. Isn't that fun? Right? And I think I want 2 small photos here with the black cardstock. So what did we cut so far? Any pieces I can use? Do you know what I mean? We have these, but see, tying the black in I think will be fun throughout it. But I would like to just do 2 smaller photos. So let's do, and I'm going to put photos in this. I'm going to add photos. You're going to see this finished. And you know what? Even if you aren't a traditional scrapbooker, I feel like this is something fun. You might have done something really fun this summer that you want to document because you got to get your photos off of your phone. I really firmly believe that. And I showed you guys earlier Prism glaze. That's older glaze. This is the newer one. It's Azure. So I apologize for that. I showed you something that is no longer available. That is an older Vicki Boutin glaze that actually did not stay around very long. I don't know what happened with that with American Crafts, but it was not on for a long time. So what size do we want here? So this book is 3 inches, right? So how about 2.5 by 2.5? Let's do that. 2.5. And then I can do some little 2 by 2 photos. So I use my Epson PictureMate 400 printer. I absolutely love that printer. I edit them on print to size, and I will do that. I will add the photos on here from my phone. What do you call that? Oh my goodness, I just brain fart from my phone. Help me. What is wrong? What's wrong with you, Vicki? Your phone, what do you call that? The photo. Oh my goodness. Just stop, girlfriend. Just even stop trying to make any kind of sense because you're failing miserably. Camera roll. No, what is that called? What is it called on your phone where your photos are? Gallery, yes, but there's something. Your phone roll. Why roll? I want to see roll. And I bet you all of you are out there like, I can't help you, lady, because you're crazy. Your camera roll. Camera roll. That's what I was trying to think of, but it wasn't working. I like this. 2 photos. Let's put something right in the middle here. I apologize. There's just... What do you want? You wacko. Beautiful. Doing your thing. My favorite. What else could we use? Camera roll is what I was trying to say. Thank you, Tisha. See, I'm making your name up too. Thank you, Tisha. Seriously, I could not pull that out of my brain. Any of you guys out there that are of an age where being an adult is hard. Being an adult is hard. Dealing with life stuff is hard. And sometimes I wonder if I'm equipped. That's what I have to say. Doing my best, but I have days where I'm like, I don't know if I am equipped to... Now, if my friend Patty was out there, she would hate that I was saying this because she hates this. That I can't adult. Look at that. I love that. Snapshot. But because it's a vellum sticker, it looks like I typed it right on there. The struggle is real these days. It is. Just being in this world, I find I struggle with a little bit. Just dealing with stuff that's going on in the world. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is going right here. This is, can I tell you that this is one of my favorite ever Vicki Boutin ephemera pieces. This right here. This right here. You know, and I agree, Danny, I'm equipped. I can do it. I can do the things, but I don't want to sometimes. Right? And sometimes when you feel like that, it's hard to just get out of bed and do the things that you need to do. So that's what I've struggled with a little bit since I came home. That it's just hard to do the things, and sometimes I don't want to. So I will layer another little title thing on here. I just don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'm loving it. We just put this together. Very happy with that. So this is a page that there's not photos on everything. Sometimes it's just going to be pretty. And this is going to be one of those ones that I feel that's just pretty. But what could we add to it? I think like a title currently. What's this one say? Here's the whole story. Love it. Love it. So we could just tag it on there like that. Staple. That. Which I kind of dig. Right? And I love that it's sticking out there. Love it. Do we like that? Maybe. We'll clip it because I don't have to commit yet. People can both be the best and worst of us. News and the media can make it hard to focus on the good, and that's why we're all here, right? This right here is part of the good. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, it is. You know, and traveling can be tough. I have to say, the world, I don't know, people are kind of batty. And we have to keep remembering the world is so much bigger than just us, right? There's so much other stuff going on that don't get caught up so much in the minutia that you forget that everybody out there, somebody has it rougher than you do. The world is hard for everybody. So I want to put good out there as much as I can. It's one of the things I'm proud of is that I really try to do that. I try to be good and do good. In no way am I perfect, but I try to be good and do good. So when you get caught up in your own crap, to just realize that there's so much more going out there. So doesn't make it better sometimes, right? Sometimes it's like, that's nice, but really all I can focus on is my own crap for today. I am going to clip this because I think I would like to use this, but I feel like I want to layer some other crap with it. So I'm going to turn that. Whoop. Now this, I feel like we punch this hole in here, remember? But I want something that is going to go here, that when we make this book, you will see it through here like, peekaboo, I see you. So what can we put in there? A floral, a butterfly. Look at the little yellow butterfly. Look at that. Oh, I love it. But you got to watch because you don't want it to get stuck in that hole, right? But I like that. So maybe, but I'm not sold on that. If I had a little bird just to drive Natalie crazy, I would put the bird on it. Let's see if yes, please. Will that fit in there? Look at that. It's kind of fun too. Yes, please. But no. But no. But maybe a flower. No, I like the butterfly. I think the butterfly is going to win. I feel like that. So let's clip that guy there, but we're going to layer something on it. Evil. Yeah. Okay. These ephemera packs bring me joy, joy, joy. I have to say that all this stuff in here and just adding freaking stuff, I love it. So what do we want on there? Now, we could put, look at the black mat. Look at that mat on this page. Let's see what it looks like under here. I kind of like that. Look at, because it makes all of that art stick out. But here is the problem. I'm going to tell you, I tried adhering it and I could see the adhesive through there. So guess what I want to do on here? I want to sew this on. So I don't have to do this live with you guys, but it's going to get sewed onto this background so that I don't have to adhere it. Okay? Now, you know what could be fun too? You could sew it and make it a pocket too if you wanted to. I'm going to sew it, okay? So I'm going to clip that for now, but I'll do that off camera later. It's going to get sewed on the back there, but I love that. I actually love that for a photo on here, right? That on the background, and I love how my art sticks out through that. So I'm going to put that on there. And then look at, it'll give the stability for the love it. Okay, so that's going to happen, and I will do a flip through when it's done, but I'm going to do that. I like that. And then we can do our kind of title, journaling could all happen on this page, right? So I'm going to layer something here with this butterfly. I'm going to staple it on there. We'll do that in a minute. But what do we want on here? We have some different titles. Little things. This guy is big, but that's going to go on one of these pages in this book because I love it so much. I'm just a traveler on this road. We're going to get some stamps out, I think, because look at, I want to stamp that there. So let's do it. Take this page out for a minute. Set it aside. Let's get a stamp block. I love this stamp so much. Give me water rings all day. Okay, now let's hope for the best. Can Vicki do it well? We shall see. Oh! Love that on that page. Like, don't forget, that's not going to show. Love that. Now, what can we do to draw attention to that little circle? Let's look at some of our these were on a wet paper towel, so they've got some buckle in here now. Do, 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 do. Ooh, that's fun. But it's not cut out the center, so we can't do that. Don't like any of those. What else do we have, friends, that we could put on here? A title. I have to make sure I leave a title or two because we're going to do a layout next week, right? So I got to make sure I do that. I need to make sure I do that. Maybe I'm just going to decorate the page a little, but I do have to find a title. Yeah, I'm going to make a little cluster in this corner so that I can fit my title right here, and it will work with butterfly stamp block. And let's ink that up. What do you have any plans for this weekend? Anything fun going on? Anybody have holidays coming up, going anywhere interesting? Oh, I like it, but look what I just did. So we'll make sure we cover that. And then what do we have? You're the best, adventure awaits, good vibes only. I'm going to do this. So on that sticker sheet is a little, or stamp sheet, there's a stamp that says adventure awaits. I'm going to stamp that multiple times and I'll share it with you, but I want it to be more like a decoration. So I just stamped adventure awaits, and now let's find some kind of word to go there. Put your stamp pad away. We're moving a couple of miles down the road. My daughter bought a house and we are excited. Good for you. Looking forward to the next Friday Night Live. I love a layout live. So Lisa, that's going to be fun because we're going to do mixed media. We're going to take highlights from what we did in this book, and we're going to do that on a background. So there'll be stencil stamping and inking, and then we're going to layer a whole bunch of stuff and make a layout. It'll be fun. Going to Myrtle Beach. Have fun, Mary. Going to a party for a good friend's niece. She's leaving for boot camp. Oh, good for her. Congratulations. That's awesome. Hi, Brenda. Tomorrow I am participating in the Simple Stories Linen Market layout class. Have fun with that. That'll be fun. Nothing here for me this weekend. Yeah, just stay cool, Irene. That's the biggest thing you need to do. Some of the mixed media stamps and stencils say sold out. Yes, I'm restocking all of it, Lisa. I've put an order in, so I just got to wait for the stuff to come, definitely. And they'll probably be here in a week or so. Ragamuffin Craft Day. We do a different craft once a month. I love that, Karen. Very fun. Very fun. Okay. Oops. Look at. Ooh. That stamp pad is kind of messy. Clean that up, lady, or you're going to stick your arm on it or something. Okay. Lady cleaned it up. Now, let's find a little title on here. Because don't forget, when we put this back in, which we can stick it back, I just wanted to pull it out to stamp. Ooh, that's fun. An interactive baby album. I love that. See? I love it already. Even though it's tone on tone, it's yellow, yellow. But I like this so far. And then let's look at something we could put another butterfly on this page too. Like where it looks like the two butterflies. I kind of dig that, and ties the orange in. Look at that. So this butterfly will be here, this one here, and then a little title. Kind of digging that. Look at that. I say yes. I say yes. So I'm going to put a foam dot too. I like that very much so. Very Vicki. Now let's find our title. I'm just a traveler. I love it. Summer is your busiest time in the public library. I believe it, right? Do you have lots of different programs going on? Kids just coming in to read? What happens in the public library during summer? Tell me, tell me, tell me. I'm going to put, what's this one? Don't stress, details, laugh lots. I like that. Adventure awaits, though. A perfect day, a story to tell. Adventure awaits. What do we want with that? Do your thing. Adventure awaits. I like that. Let's put that on there. Do your thing. Adventure awaits. Right here. Look at that. Do your thing. Adventure awaits. Your little butterfly. Something else might go on that page, but I like that little cluster down there. Right? Now that's going to turn. And we'll just make sure we add that butterfly so that it can be seen through the little opening. The little peekaboo. And I do want it to be a little bit on an angle like that. That will work. So let's do something on that page first. And we have some little acetate pieces, right? Make sure that that works. Might move it up just a little bit. And I'm going to staple that with my tiny attacher. Did I get that guy? Not very well. So we'll glue it a little bit too. Love it. Okay. We love that. Okay. And then I'll layer some kind of title here. Definitely a photo mat, I think. That's a photo mat page. And we could put a big title over here. I still want to use this somewhere. We just got to see where that will work. Love, love, love. Create. Nope. Don't like it. Can't make me do it. But I do think a little photo mat would go nice on this page. Right, tie the black in. So what size do we want to put on this guy? A 3x4 maybe? Oh, I think that could be fun. Let's do it. Let's do it. A 3x4. And I'm going to put photos in it. I'm going to shock you guys and finish this with photos because I think that that's going to be a really fun little page. Love that so far. I do. I like that. 3x4. And what do we want on this side? We could put 2 little photos or we could decorate. So let's look at the possibilities. I'm putting this on. Let's commit. Let's commit, Vicki. We have our little tabs too. I feel like this page needs a tab. Today, document. Not that color. This here. But I used that already. Maybe the pink for today. Yeah, I like that. Do, 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 do. Right? So I folded that in half. And I'm going to put that there. I like it very much. So glue on both sides so it will stay closed. And let's go ahead and put that on there. Love it very much. I love that. I would like something else down here with this too. But for right now, I don't know. And we can always come back. This is like when I'm going through and building one of these, I will often do that. Is go, okay, I'm kind of stuck right now, and I'll come back and revisit what I want to put on here. So I'm going to do that. I love this. Love that little business. And you totally could journal on here to go with that photo, right? This page is a little on the plain side. This feels crooked. Let's fix that. But when a photo's on here, woo, it'll be better. Can journal underneath it. Can put art marks, right? If we don't love it. And I want to tie some of that black in. So what kind of little art marks could I add on this page? Or is there a stamp that I want? We could art mark with a stamp. Could script stamp too. Could do floral. Do some floral business on here. Or don't get crazy, Vicki. Don't get crazy. So what else do we have here? Ooh. Ooh, I like that too. Look at that. Could get attached here and layer something else with it. Oh yeah. But I feel like this page is a little boring right now. A little boring. We could tie in that circle business, couldn't we? Yes, I can do all the things and then tie circles. I like that. I like that. Do, 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 do. No, don't try to do that. That's ugly, Vicki. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we can build circles up this page. What do we have? For the circle business. This paper had some great circles in the pattern paper. Ooh, yes we can. Let's do it. That's a vellum circle, right? For the sticker. And build up our page. I like that. So that's happening right here. And then we'll layer some other stuff on here. So let me stick that guy on, and I'm going to have it hang off the top, and then we can back it with something on the other side. Right? I love it already. It's not finished, but I like where we're going. That we just made that boop, boop, boop circle. Let's see if there's some little word strips we could put on here too. So it says, I can do all the things. Laugh lots, can tie my pink in from the other side, pink. So I'll show you, I think stacking some words and maybe stamping some could be fun. So thanks for sitting with me while I just kind of play around, right? So I'm gonna stack some words. So we're gonna laugh lots. I'm just gonna get it on there so it's straight-ish. We're gonna laugh lots. Laugh lots. What else can we do? I can do all the things. I can laugh lots. I can shine bright, but it's pink too. What else can I do that's on here? Oh, there's some black words. What can I do? I can reflect. I can reflect is on here twice too. What else can we do? Is there anything on this stamp that we can do? Good vibes only. You see what I'm saying? I just think it would be fun to just kind of stack. And we could tie in a black stamp here or there, like that. Let's see. Is there give love on here? I'm just finding off there. Was there give love? Did you see that on here? Do you have that sticker? Do, 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 do. Now, I just tried to do something there. Ooh, I like that. Black and black, and now we could put some black words in here. And let's see if one of our other layering pieces will work. Happy day, what else is in here for these ones, right? That we could stack. Is there? Currently, no. story. Nope, nope. So we can revisit though. But you see where I'm saying? I'll do some things because you can do all the things. Laugh lots. A story to tell. I don't hate that. And then some black words. I'm going to do a story to tell. Shine bright. I like that. And then mix some black words in there too, right? And that turquoise matches in here. A story to tell. Laugh lots. A story to tell. And then some of these black words, right? Reflect. We can put reflect in there. It ties the black in. Reflect. And then I want something else down here. Dream. So I can do all the things, laugh lots, reflect, a story to tell, and then something here. I want a longer one, but of course, there's nothing on here that wants to be my friend. Don't stress. Let's put don't stress on here. Ties the yellow in as well. I love that little word stack, right? I love that little word stack. So I'm going to, sometimes you know it's time to walk away, right? So I'm going to go and flip my page now. Thank you, friends. I see some of you are leaving because in typical Vicki fashion, this is a long one, right? So if you have to go because you've got other stuff to do, thanks for joining me tonight. So what do we want to do? So this is a vellum page, right? And we have this business here. Definitely a photo, a little mat can go here, which I'll add after. And then we could do things too that get stapled on, right? Like something like that, and then layer behind it. What do we have too? We have a big photo, like a camera. I like that. Especially if you don't put it upside down like I just did. Hi Pamela, how are you? So I could put that, and then what could go behind it on this page if we did put it? Do, 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 do. No, but I like this maybe on this page. But color wheel, it's too much, do you think? Too much. But we have the little create thing that we could put there too. Or how about on this one? I feel like the photo mat will go on this side, and I want a square again. I'm going to do a 4x4 again, okay? Let's start with that, and then we can build on the other side. I'll have to get more black cardstock, but I have lots. We'll see you later, friends that are leaving. Thank you, and thanks for the reminder. Thumbs up the video. It's always super helpful. It's helpful for other friends to find us later or at a different time, right? So they can come play. Oh my goodness, look at, is this the page for this guy? On this other one. So let's imagine that's going to go there. And I could always make that bigger if I don't like it. But look at this on here. Could be fun, right? Oh, I love that so much. We're going to make that happen. So, is it going to work? How do we want that to go on here? Like, oh, look like this. I love it. I love that so much. Right? I love that. So again, we got to watch because how the adhesive is going to go on here, but we can always fill it in on the back. So I'm just going to glue it. I love that. That's going on here. That makes me very happy. And if you're new here, definitely subscribe so you don't miss when I go live, or there's always lots of content. I definitely am always putting stuff up on here. We're always live. So if you're new, and or you're not new, but you've never subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that. I love this. And then we'll do something. But actually, if my fingers weren't dirty, the adhesive doesn't even show. But my fingers were dirty. But we can still do that. I love it. So, totally digging that side of it. And then we'll put something else on here. Let's layer some kind of title. Today was perfect. Today was perfect. But that's not what I want currently. Amazing memories. So that could be fun, and staple it. I like that, actually. What do you guys think? I'm kind of digging that. Memories, all alone in the moonlight. And then I'm going to put something behind it. So when I staple it, it staples both, right? But I like that. I like this little page with a paint. And then I think that if you love sewing, this would be very fun if you would sew on that. Can I do that? I can sew on that, can't I? I'm going to sew right across memories. I love it. I'm going to do it right now. Sewing machine's coming out again. I feel like that is going to be so pretty. It's coming back. Making a repeat appearance. Here we go. Because we can. Oh, that makes me happy. I love it. Well, you know what? I have to say, it's a lot of my favorite things. I love layering embellishments. It's my jam. So, taking this giant ephemera pack that has all these opportunities, scissors are kind of dull, right? It's kind of fun. The yellow ties in, it's cute, right? All this business, I'll have to line it up. I have to bind this though, because that's what the title of this video was. So I can always come back. You guys get the gist, right? And I can embellish more. And then that photo mat can go right there, which I digging that. Really, I should have had it on there and sewed it. It would have totally made sense to sew it at the same time, but I did not, so we'll just go with it. But I might come back and sew or not, I might not. I'll think of something I could put like an embellishment at the top, right? Like this, friends and families in good time, or put it on the bottom like that. Figure it out, but I'm gonna just keep moving. Create yourself. So the binding too for this is going to go, I'm going to poke holes and I'm going to stitch it. So if we do 3 holes, the binding will go through and back up and through and back. Do you know what I mean? And then we can tie a string there. So that I think will be really fun. And we could totally do it with baker's twine to finish this. I sewed on the other one, but you got to be careful because if you get too crazy with your stitches, it will tear the pages because all these papers have different weights, right? So I'm liking this so far, very much so. I have to look because I might have put that on crooked, but we'll go through now and we can layer something fun here. Do we want flowers on this page? Ooh, I don't hate that. I don't hate it. But maybe something a little smaller, like that. I love that. That makes me happy. And then we could put some kind of title in there. So, what amazing. It's amazing. I love that, very much so. So I'm going with that. I'm going with it. It can stick off the side of the page a little bit too, right? If I stay here with you, girl. Do 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 do, and this bird will never change. Don't even ask me. I don't even know how that song got in my head. I think they sang it at the concert last night. Amazing. Ties the black in here, which I dig. And then let's find a little story or word strip or sticker. Amazing. You're a rainbow with a soul full of color. Yes, you are. Let's do it. You're amazing. You're a rainbow with a soul full of color. Right across the bottom here. I love that. Amazing. You're a rainbow with a soul full of color. And we could still layer some more things on there if we wanted to, but I love it. Okay. And then we have this page. So we have some fun things too, that for side pockets and such. Right? This is fun. I have to go through. Could do a pocket with that. Side pocket. Don't like it. Not doing any of those things. I'm going to wait on this page. I'll figure out what I want to do on here. The title's going to go on this side with journaling and some kind of photo deal on this side, I think. I don't know. I'm running out of steam. But I want to get as much done and still save enough, right? That we have that layout to do. So this page I'm going to wait. It'll be a surprise. I don't know what I'm going to put on here yet. Okay. I would like to stamp some more butterflies and do 3D. like stamp and cut them out so they're flying up the page. This might be very textural with the title. And then I might just put two tiny photos on this side with some journaling, like little photos, not your regular, right? Like a little photo strip with just two tiny little photos on here, maybe. Let's put this here as a reminder. Because I think sometimes tiny photos are cute. Everything in mini, anything you do in mini can be fun. But I want more butterflies, woo, flying on that page with a title on here. So that's going to happen there. We finished there. I love that. That's a finished page, right? With our little strip. This, I don't want to do much on here because I just love this page. I'm going to leave it, right? I'm going to leave it. You can always color staples with your Sharpies. Yes, you can, or alcohol ink. You sure can. So I don't know if I want any business on that page either. So we'll build on here. And this is where, for Julie, right? I put this little business on here. So we could, if we wanted another photo, we could put a black photo on here. Did we do it on the other page? We did. But I kind of want this guy to just be like it is. I don't want anything on it. Maybe a title. So the jazz will be going on this page. But right now, I'm not sure what I want on here. But some of these pink flowers could be very cool. Look. One, they tie in what's going on already here. And they tie that pink in on that side. So, and they're a fun little page turner. So I'm going to clip those there just for fun now. If I had a paper clip, I don't. So we'll just put this on here for now. Boop. Okay. Oh, look. Side flap. And I think we could tie rainbow in on this side too. Or not. Photos here. A photo mat is going to go here. Another 3x4 is going to go right there. And then we are going to tie some other stuff. Because I don't really want to put much on here. I'll put a title on here. And then that will flap. Something will go on the back. But I'm going to leave that for right now. I don't know what I want here. I don't want to cover my numbers, so I don't want to leave that. Love this page, photo mat. This is totally going to be, remember, back-to-back photo. I'm not going to stick. It's going to be like two photos that are just printed with no mat, and there'll be one on the front and one on the back, so they will cover each other out. Side pocket. What can fit in here that we like? Ooh, I like that. Look at. I like that. I can put two photos on here, and I also could layer something else in there. Like there'll be multiple little things going on in that pocket. But what can we put on here for our little title and stuff? What do we have? What do we have that's left? Yes, I love that with some foam dots. If I stay here with you, girl. Love it. That's happening. Love that. How we doing? Thank you. we'll have to, I'll count. Okay, Irene? I'm not sure. I added some extra from last week, right? It's coming together. You know it needs some finishing touches, which are sometimes hard to do live. Sometimes it's hard to just come up with ideas live. I do like this here, and imagine there's like little photo mats on it. You know what I mean? So it's, the cream isn't. So imagine I put 2 little photos on here. Like 2 little photos on here, I think would be very fun. Put a title on here, and then you could slide another one in. We're gonna have photos on there. Still could put some rhinestones and all those things to embellish. And this page needs a title. So for sure I'll put something on there, but I like that for my side pocket. Here, the thing I'm gonna come back and do is I'm stamping black butterflies, and I wanted 3 butterflies on there. Photo mat for sure on here. We'll do a photo mat. So the 3 butterflies, and what titles do we have left that could be used here? Happy. I like that. So let's find my... So that's going to go there with 3 butterflies. Imagine 3 butterflies that I'm going to stamp from this set. 3 butterflies, see? Boop, boop, boop. And I might double butterfly them. They're going to be black and white. That's going to go there. I will show you that. And happy's going to go on here. And then I'm also going to put a photo mat on there. So I love that. Ooh, look how pretty. So this could totally, do you want the photo mat on this side? Which I think would look great. You know what I mean? On there. I like that. And then we could put a title and embellish on here. Love it. Wow. I don't hate that. Or mum. Wow. Or mum. And we could put 2 photos on here too. Snapshot of my life. Here's the whole story. And I tie the orange in. That's going to go here. Photo here. Photo here. Here's the whole story. Embellish some bling. Photo mat. Photo mat. Just a little one. Love it. That's going to go here. And then look at this business. So because we have photo mats going here, I don't think much will go on that page. Ooh, I like that. Look at. Yep, that'll work because it's white on that side. So this is going to be layered here. I'm going to layer that on here. Might sew on it. Might sew on it. I like that, tying that blue, the blues in, and then I feel like some kind of title needs to go on here. Love this life, doing your thing, my favorite, but look at, I like that. So let's clip that there, and it'll go on the side to turn that page, okay? And then our pocket, that's our last page, my friends. And we could do snapshots of your life and put a bunch of photos in there. Yes, I say yes to that. Will any of these show up on there? I don't know. Let's not overthink it sometimes. Just pop that in here. Remember, pocket. So this is a little pocket. And all these could be photos on the back of the plane. I love that, friends. So I might still add some of these little elements, right? What's on the back of this? Oh my goodness, I love that too. Look at. So you can put whatever you want on there, right? So we have all of our elements that are on here that we have to finish. And then your binding. I'm supposed to talk about the binding, but I haven't finished the album, so I'm a kind of a liar. I'll have to change the title of this video. So we're going to embellish it, and then, like I said, I am going to take my owl, awl, I can never say that, awl, A-W-L, and I'm going to poke 3 holes in here. And then I am going to take my twine, put it through like that, and through like that and out, so that we can tie a bow right onto the side. But you get what I'm saying. You have to go through from the center of your book, and you need to poke the holes through. And like I said, I'm going to do 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to feed my twine through so that it goes through, up. I have to look at it because I got to figure it out, right? Count the pages, okay? Look at Irene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 pages in here. 9 spreads. I'll change the title of this video because look I lied to you guys and I didn't show you the binding. But I think the best binding that would be for this little stack is doing your poking your holes, 3 of them, and then feeding it in here, because you feed through twice so that when you're done, the twine will come out here. You tie a knot and you bind it. I love this, and I'm going to totally put photos in it. It might be from the concert I just went to this weekend or yesterday, but I love that because you have to add a little bit of oomph to these pages, right? And I'm going to totally sew on this because it'll just work best. And then you have your butterfly pages. When we go through and journal, it's going to be very pretty. And using that one ephemera pack, and then butterflies are going to be added on here, right? I'm going to sew butterflies on here, add a title, and then I'm going to bind it, which I lied, sorry, just running out of time. It's almost 11 o'clock, right? 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Thank you, Dee. That's really what I'm doing. I just have to, I'm too tired to concentrate on that right now. So 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So the twine will go in, feed back, come out the outside, and I'm going to tie a bow. I'm going to use black and white. Question, will you show the completed book with each page? Look at the completed project? Yeah, next week before we start our layout, it will be done. And I'll put my photos. I'm going to print the photos too. And then I will also post it on my socials. Yes, I will. Because I would like to do some stuff, right? I'm going to add some more embellishments. Whatever I have left is what I'm going to use for the layout next week, okay? Anything that I have left, because I'm going to add some of these things. You know I love my little clips. And then I will take whatever's left will be for the layout next week. It's fun though, right? Because we did all the mixed media last week. And then how this is going to turn out is going to be really cute, I think. I think it will be fun. And then we can do, right? Like one of these clips might go on here. Oh, I like that. Look at that. Put the one clip to turn that page. Oh, look at with the title. Look how fun is that? The clip there. Nope. Absolutely not. But I need a little word that would fit there because I think that's fun. It's sometimes hard when you can't pull any of the other stuff out of your stash, right? That you're just trying to be good and just use the things. Sometimes makes it hard because it doesn't work exactly. Like I would want another title here, but I like that clip, and I think it would be fun to clip your title on there. But it's hard because I have to use what I've got. I went to see Chris Stapleton last night at Darien Lake, and it was phenomenal. He was really awesome. So we love that. I love this page. Photo. We will add a title on here. And then photo. 3 black stamped butterflies from this set. That's going to go there. I will layer a little bit more. Photo. This unclipped, but it's going here. Do your thing. Photo. And then I will show the binding. I'll have to change the title of this video because I lied. So we're just going to talk about decorating. But I love how that turned out. I think that that is a very fun project you guys could do with your kids if you wanted to. I think this is a fun thing. I'm going to make more stick out of the side and the top. And then, like I said, just going to do the pamphlet stitch on the side. The twine will come out, we'll tie it, and finish this off. But I really love how that turned out. Yeah, it's hard, right? Jill, and you don't have to rush out to get it. And you might even be able to find one that is used, because there's a lot of people who just don't do it anymore, right? Hospital bills, yeah, it's hard, right? Life is freaking hard, telling you. I get it, my friend. More so than you could ever imagine. So I love those clips. Yes, and you could add like paper clips and all the stuff in here too. I love that, right? So let me flip the camera around and say good night. I will finish this whole thing. I will post it. I'm not going to add anything outside of here, even though I want to really bad, shop my stash. But I might still stamp some leaves. So think like, oh, some leaves popping out of there. So I will definitely, I'll take a picture and share it. Let's come a little closer. But it's fun, friends. I love that, all the things on there. I could hand draw some things too, like some of the titles that I want. So I'm not cheating, because I told you I wouldn't cheat, but I'm going to try not to cheat. Hi. You just got to see all my chins. That wasn't pretty. That wasn't pretty. But it's going to be fun. I will finish it. I will do the binding. I will change the title of this live because I lied. Because I didn't get a chance to do this simple binding. But it will be super simple. Other than that, see you later. And I'll see you tomorrow. Valerie's coming to help me kit. She's going to pack boxes. She's super excited about it. So have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. I will see you next Friday for, we're going to do just the same things, and we might even try to squeeze a card in there too, a mixed media card from our leftovers. So a layout next week, a card. I'll show you my finished album, and my task is to put photos in it, so you will see the finish of it. And then I'm going to figure out a way. There's got to be a way I can add. Can I add photos to a YouTube so that everybody can see the finish of it? I hope so. I'm going to look into that. I don't know all the things on the YouTubes, but we'll figure it out. But as always, thank you so much for joining me, friends. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up, like the video, and make sure you've subscribed. I will see you next Friday for another Friday Night Live. And we're going to make a layout for my scrapbooking friends and a card for my card making friends. And I will show you the finished art journal, junk journal, photo album that wasn't going to be a photo album, but now is. All right. So see you later. Have a wonderful weekend, and make something. Do something artful and creative for yourself, because it's good for the heart. It's good for the mind. It's good for the body, and it's good for the spirit. So hope you have it some time to make something fun. And as always, thanks for joining me. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.